and I'm going to go to a Google Deck, and hopefully you'll be able to see this, and let me know if you can see this. Yeah? You'll have to tell me because I can't. Cool. Excellent. Great. So, all right. You may find this interesting, but I just built this deck, and I built it starting it at about 5 o'clock this morning, and it's yours and it's custom, and I literally made it for you. Every single word and image and everything is built for you for today because I love you. And people are like, why would you build a deck an hour before you're going to go present, Chris? And it doesn't matter if there's 3 people here or 10,000. I don't care. I've stood on those stages. It don't bother me. Here's the reason why. I want the information. I want the information to be as exciting for me as it is for you. So if I just built this morning, each deck is going to be a surprise for me too. And it'll be exciting. It'll be entertaining. You'll actually be able to transcribe and show people in your office, hey, this is cool. Sit down, learn. Let's go make some money and help some people. Okay, cool. So today we're going to talk about how to help more homeowners at the point of sale and the point of need, and how financing can help you bridge the gaps. And pardon me if there's spelling errors in here, because again, I just built it and I'm going for it. So I think it's important that we know how to bridge the gap, and bridging the gap is going to kind of be like the focus, right? So, okay, cool. Look at this. Look how fancy I am. I went to Canva and I got this bridge, and look at there's a little dinosaur down there, and he's dangerous, right? So our goal and our objective, I told you guys I'm an absolute nut, but it's okay. I'm comfortable. I'm 52 years old. I'm comfortable with whom I am now, and I'll deal with it. So anyway, the goal is this. You guys are the contractors over there giving the A-OK, I got you. And then your consumers are over there going, hey, I need you because like you fix things and we've got a problem over here. We've got a repair. We got a hole in our house. We got hit by hail, or the dinosaur broke our roof and now my kids aren't safe, or the insurance company says, hey, get this fixed or we're going to cancel you, right? That's the situation. So these homeowners, like, they depend on you and they trust that you can help get their home fixed, and that you're the right contractor to connect with and all that other cool stuff. And then that dinosaur down there is like Allstate, and I'm probably not allowed to say that. He's like the insurance companies, like, to stop this thing from happening. Or maybe the dinosaur is like the economy, like, ha ha ha, you're going to fall through and we're going to kill you. But it's okay, because financing is going to help you bridge the gap. And that's what we're going to talk about today. And we're going to use financing as the tool to help bring the two of yous. Yes, I said yutes together, so you guys can work together, have some fun, and help them out. Okay. So, who am I who are you? Who are you? Okay. Oh, let me read this properly. Who are you to tell me what to do, Mr. Scoville? Like, who the heck am I? All right. So now I'm going to date myself. So from 1971, now you know I'm 52. 1971 to 1987, I was a backyard builder, and I was the best C student in school. Like, when you want to say I was the guy, I walked down the hallway with peacock feathers, and I was proud of my C because I couldn't pay attention to nobody. Do you know why? I wasn't challenged in school at all. I needed something more challenging in school. I wasn't really into it. Matter of fact, I'm speaking on a stage next week somewhere, and this is part of my speech, is to be super proud of the fact that, I've been pretty successful in my life, and it's just simply because of drive and how much I care about helping other people has been the real thing in my life. So I'm a backyard builder. That means I grew up building forts in Elba, New York, right in between Buffalo and Rochester. So if you're wondering where my weird accent came from, that's why. 1987, my father was an attorney. He decided to build this company called Roscoe Construction, so I helped him build a custom home. So again, 1987, I graduated in 89. I did my first custom home in 87. In 1991, I finished my degree and came down to Florida to become a tie beam expert. I was in the roofing industry and said, wow, it's hot out here. This is horrible. What am I doing? There's got to be a better way. What if I learned financing and I started financing these projects? Maybe that would be an easier way for me to sit inside of the air conditioner, but yet still work with contractors. So I got my mortgage broker's license, became a banker, and was hired as associate director with a large national bank called Republic National Bank in New York. And I managed, yes, construction to permanent custom home builds on the wholesale side. So that's when I started working with contractors back in 1993. So fast forward, 93 to 2023. I've been in banking, wholesale mortgage, construction, and perm, residential, commercial, both sides of it, unsecured and secured. So I've worked both sides, unsecured lending and secured lending. CPACE, which stands for commercial PACE nationally. RPACE, which stands for residential PACE. I brought that from California to Florida. And I just retired as a senior vice president with Service Finance, which is Truist Bank, 35 days ago. So I retired from the bank, and now I'm the sole CEO and founder of my software company called Blue Pages Pro. Survived the crash in 2008, became a UPS driver. That's when I learned the value of a dollar all over again. And now I'm running my sauce company. I've got 13 people over in the Philippines and a project developer in California, and we're international now. We operate in the United States and in Canada, and we've got about 19,000 members on our software platform. So I do that, and I do some public speaking and training. So just that's why I'm going to get up here and be able to kind of share these stories with you. I just wanted you to know the history of, I've been through it all. Like, I've survived the crashes. I've been through this weird economy in the 80s, and, I've done what you've done. I've been thrown out of houses too, because I've sold home improvements in the home. So let me kick this off. And I actually reached out to Amanda this morning. I said, Amanda, can I share your fresh story? And this just happened 4 days ago. And she said, I'd be honored. So I'm going to share a story with you, because stories sell and stories stick. And when you're selling and your sales professionals are in the home, they should be telling stories, because people like stories and they'll remember stories, but they won't remember really anything else. So I'm going to tell you a story. First off, Amanda's awesome. Amanda had the guts to step out and open up her own roofing company. She's up in, is it New Jersey or PA? Anyway, she's up there. She's really nice. And she worked for a company called George J. Keller, and she was her top salesperson for a couple years. And I taught her how to sell financing. And I enrolled her at the lender that I was with, and I literally took her under my wing, and I taught her how to sell at the point of sale and offer affordable payment options, and she did it, and she just rose to the top. So Amanda takes off and opens up her own company. It's called Mavin Roofing and Exteriors, woman-owned, veteran-led. So it's her and a vet that got together, and they opened up Mavin. So she calls me. She's like, Chris, I need financing. I said, good luck, God bless. She's like, well, what does that mean? I said, well, you're a brand new company. No lenders are going to let you get financing. It just doesn't work that way. You have to be in business. I said, but I know you, and I'm going to vet. I'm going to literally vouch for you, and I'm going to call the lender, and I'm going to get you enrolled. And I got her enrolled. So we got her enrolled, and then I got her financing, and then she went out to the marketplace. Now, this is a true story. She just put this post up the other day. I got her trained. I got her technology set up. She now has the ability to offer affordable payment options at the point of sale. So she goes out to the marketplace, and I'll make this story really quick. She has a customer, and she sits down with the customer, and the customer gets approved to like $50,000. And for her story, I was able to close a $30,000 deal using a 12-month zero interest plan when the contract started at $20K. So let this be the story for your sales professionals. Sometimes when somebody asks for something, it's not what they're really asking for. It's what they may want. So the goal of this guy was, well, I'm showing up because he wants a $20,000 deck. But at the end of the day, when he found out that he was approved to 50, he upsold himself to 30 because he saw that the payment was X, Y, and Z. So never, the story in this for your sales professionals that are here or not here is don't prejudge anybody. And I say prejudge because I get this a lot when sales professionals call me and they say, hey, this guy's got a Range Rover and they got the BMW and I've got this one, I'm good. Listen, folks with those cars are just broke on a higher level. Everybody is on an even playing keel right now in this weird economy that we're in. We're all financing our gas. We're all financing our food. However, some of us are just paying that financing off at the end of the month. It's called a credit card. So to say, Chris, hey, I'm in insurance restoration, and then the arms come out, and I've seen the guys because I've been doing this for a long time from the stage. I don't need financing. All my customers pay cash, baloney. And I don't need financing, Chris. I'm in the restoration industry, baloney. Because this is, and I made some notes here on this, it's so important for you to add a form of affordability and financing for your customers at the point of sale or the point of need to your business, because like a mutual fund, financing should be a part of your pie. You should be doing restoration and storm you should offer financing. Why? Well, if you offer financing and it's on your blue page or your website or your landing page or wherever you're advertising marketing, it says affordable payment options, 100% financing up to $100,000, no credit pull, you might attract somebody that doesn't have a piece of hail that came flying through the roof, right? Or maybe someone's going to refer to you from church, work, or school because you offer affordable payment options. You should hang the shingle outside whether you think you're 100% cash business or not. It's just something that you should do because you should be helping everybody. So adding it doesn't cost anything to your business. However, you may be attracting a lot more people. I look forward to Amanda and her success this year, and I've taken her under my wing, and I would love to report back in a year to say how well she did and how many jobs she funded, because I think she's going to be a rock star up there because, well, I taught her, and I'm gonna put it to work. So she can now go to the marketplace and help people out with affordable payment options is the big takeaway from this, okay? So here's the great news. Like if that wasn't good enough. Are we still here? Okay, good. And I only ask because I'm only seeing myself right now because of the way the screen's set up. So I will check in once in a while. I've done full presentations and I'm like, hello, and like no one's there. So, all right, cool. Thank you. All right, fantastic. Here's the great news. Financing will provide you an affordable way to pay over time. More importantly, stop thinking about the F word, financing and money. Think about your customers' needs and wants. How do we need and how do we want? Well, again, here comes another story. I had one of those Panasonic electric toothbrushes and it died. So I went to the Amazon and I bought a new one. And I went to go check out, and Amazon makes it real easy to buy, just like you should make it real easy for them to buy your services by using our financing at the point of sale. Another day, another story for that. And it gave me a payment option of like $24.97 X4. Like I could pay equal payments in a year on the toothbrush that cost $100. It's everywhere because Amazon knows, hey, I'm going to make a sale right now because they need this thing. But if the person wants to spread those equal payments out over a year, we're going to let them do it. I didn't do it. I bought the whole thing. I financed it on my Amex and I paid my Amex off at the end of the month. I still leveraged the money from American Express. You following me? Cool. Homeowners are making improvements in their homes. We'll touch on this on one of my screens because, well, I'm not moving. I'm on the Intercoastal in South Florida. Don't feel sorry for me. My interest rate is 2.25 on a 30. You think I'm going anywhere? No. Am I doing a home improvement project right now in my house that's $100,000? Yes. Why? Well, I'm going to increase the value of my equity position that I'm sitting in, and I ain't going nowhere. Flooring, full kitchen, cabinets, all new appliances. It's a nightmare, whatever. My wife and I are surviving it. It's our first major home improvement. We need therapy, but we're getting through it. My point is this. Not many people are, well, they are, but not many people are refinancing their house right now from a 2.25 or a 3 to an 8.5 or a 9 to pull out money to do a home improvement. That's where this unsecured lending thing, and I'm talking about today, will help you help more homeowners at the point of sale, the point of need. Okay? They are making improvements because they ain't running out there buying homes in a cool market right now. They're probably staying put, and they're going to be making improvements, whether it's roofing, gutters, upgrades to their home, whatever it may be. Here's some more news. Consumers are leveraging banks and lending institutions to fund these projects. Why? Well, number one, this is a very weird economy. I don't follow politics and I don't follow the news, but I heard that things are happening out there that are uncomfortable. So how do we help people become less uncomfortable? We give them affordable payment options that allow them to pay for whatever the heck it is that they want to buy over a period of time that's fitting their particular needs. So if it's a $50,000 project and I can give it to them for $478 over X amount of years without a prepayment penalty, that may be a better, more affordable way for a person to do it than go into their 401k, extract money, take a tax implication on that, and be in big, big trouble with the government or something like that, right? Like, it's just a good way to get stuff done. All right. Rates can be higher in HELOC and mortgages versus secured loan products. Yeah. I did a HELOC on my house. I know what my rate is. It ain't 2.25. Not at all. Matter of fact, it keeps going up because it follows the LIBOR. So unsecured lending may be a better solution for your consumers at the point of sale. The first time in history, these unsecured loans are lower than HELOCs and mortgages, which is really kind of cool. It's a flip flop. Programs that help keep projects within reach. Well, yeah, that makes sense. One of the products that I have with one of my multiple lenders here has a 799 fixed 10-year. You can't even get that money on Wall Street right now. Easy process at the point of sale, the point of need. That's a big question that happens all the time. Hey, Chris, we want to offer financing. How hard is it to do? It's easy. And I have an entire sales process and training class that I'll teach you and your sales professionals how to do this at a Dunkin' Donuts. Get them approved up to $100,000 with a soft credit pull just by scanning a QR code or maybe taking a digital business card like this and scanning it over their phone and hitting a green button. Like, it's so easy, plumbers can do it. I know, I got to be careful who my audience is. But anyway, you follow me. I hold those jokes knowing who my audience is. We're good. All right, easy process at the point of sale, point E. Financing is easy. It's nothing to get stressed out about. And your sales reps, if they can understand the insurance game, what y'all are doing, they can understand this because I'll tell you what, I don't understand that insurance game that you guys play. Cool. Let's talk about some boring stuff. All right, what's the market saying? Well, the market's massive. So if anyone says, oh, geez, the leads are slow, we really don't have anything going on, you're not looking hard enough. And you most certainly aren't, you're not doing this properly because people are out there and they want and need what you have. You just haven't hit them in their feelings yet. But I can help you with that too. So the market's massive. Took that long for that thing to fall. Huh. The number 2 lender in the industry last year did about $5 billion in home improvement loans, unsecured. The piece of pie is $657 billion. I sit on the Harvard Joint Studies program for home improvement, and I went up there to listen to all the boring people last year in October, and I was there, and I was like, these guys are really driving me boringly nuts, and it was just all data and stuff. But one thing that really stood out is the amount of opportunity that's out there. And then you go on these social media things and people are like, well, I can't find any leads. You're just not hitting people in the feelings and running the numbers that you need to run to get them. Bottom line is this, and I'll go back to my portfolio thing if you can see this. By adding financing and holding the shingle out there to let people know that you have affordable payment options for them at the point of sale without pulling their credit report up to $100,000 unsecured, you'll be able to attract more people to your business. Ultimately, helping more homeowners. And that's what we're really here for. It's not to buy bigger F-250s and jack them up higher. It's really to help the homeowners. My company's trademark is helping you, help your home. Blue Pages Pro, helping you, help your home. That is my trademark. We're here to help contractors connect with consumers with no lead fee or friction. We help contractors connect, convert, close, and create more relationships through the Blue Pages Pro. That's the goal. And in the process, we make a living, you make a living, and the consumers get what they need. So this is what the market is saying. Yes, rising interest rates are hurting consumer spending, blah, blah, blah. Baloney, who cares? They still need what you sell and what you have because they're protecting the number one asset in their life, which is their home. So it doesn't matter what the interest rates are. Yes, interest rates have gone up. Yes, the cost of money, what they call a dealer fee, has gone up. It doesn't matter. I'm still doing a $100,000 home improvement no matter what my HELOC is. Why? Because I know my equity position of my improvement is going to increase the value of my home. So it's never really about interest rates because the need supersedes what the number is. Cool. That was. Hmm. Yeah. 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 I think that you're very similar to Florida. We both have the rising still in this where we are right now with what's going on in the housing market. Our values are still going up and the interest rates are going up. We're like one of my wife's nurse friends called. She said, "Chris, when should I buy a home?" I said, "In like 3 or 4 years." Like what? I'm like, yeah, like she goes, "Really?" I go, "Well, yeah, because we're at the highest cost of money and we're at the highest value, and it hasn't dropped because I don't know. I think people are still borrowing from places to pay for bills. Who knows? We'll figure it out. Anyway, all right, good point. Thank you. Very similar markets. All right, cool. So here's good news. This is not doom and gloom. It's actually an amazing opportunity to help some people that actually need help right now. So by providing affordable payment options, you can do this very easily, very quickly from a mobile app, from my device, from your website. It's awesome. It's cool. It's no impact. If you go with one of my lenders, there's lenders out there that do in fact do a hard credit pull. And if you do a consultation with me after this thing or hook up with me, I'll tell you who does what and where they go. And I'm actually a great resource now because I can be very open and honest about what's going on out there. Before I worked for the bank, so I had to kind of not tell the whole story, unfortunately, just simply because I worked for a bank. But now I can have a real open conversation about who does what and how they do it. So soft credit pull is very important, especially because you've got more educated consumers and they know that they can find out if they're approved for something without having their credit pulled. I had to go get a business card for our business yesterday down at Chase. I have an 843 FICO. And I said, "You're not going to pull my credit, right?" And the guy goes, "Yeah, I have to." I was like, "Baloney." He said, "Yeah, we have to, Chris." I was like, "Okay, here we go." Boom, 12-point hit. Just because he pulled my credit. So yes, be thoughtful. And when you're at the point of sale, use lenders that only do a soft credit pull. No impact on equity in their home. You just talked about that. This doesn't matter if they're at an 80% loan to value or a CLTV, which is a combined loan to value with a HELOC and a mortgage, or if they own it free and clear. Unsecured is unsecured. It's not secured to the home. You can offer promotional financing and low monthly fixed options, 5, 7, 10, geez, all the way up to 20-year for roofs. And hybrids that fit both buyers. We'll talk about that in a sec. So cool. Shiny, happy people holding hands. Did I just date myself again? Gosh, I love it. Yeah. Yep. Yes. Yep. Correct. Mhm. No, you're doing great. You're doing great. A hard credit pull will, in fact, have to be unlocked. A soft will should not have to be unlocked, depending upon if it's TU, Experian, or Equifax. There's 3 credit reporting agencies. I don't know who she's locked with, so I can't answer specifically. However, okay, so she's super duper locked. She may have super duper lock. A soft credit. She said, "This is good." Super duper lock may have to do something. However, a soft pull does not impact your credit score. However, a soft pull does report that somebody made an inquiry, but it doesn't impact their scoring. So with the super duper triple lock, she may have to. It would depend who the lender is that you're running it through. Yep. I contact your regional sales manager for that lending facility and have them ask an underwriter. Yep. Awesome. I'm done singing. That was the fun that I wanted to have on this slide. Again, you know that I just made this, so I'm having fun with you. All right. I didn't promise everybody that this was going to be the most entertaining, fun financing PowerPoint ever in history, but I think I'm holding true to that. $76 per month for the door. What? What kind of door is it? Well, it's an impact door, and in Florida they cost $5,000. 45 bucks, no prepayment penalty for the paint. You can finance paint? Sure can. Same as cash on the windows for 12 months. I don't have to pay anything. Yep, that's a promotional loan. And hey, look at that roof. The roof's only $136 per month with no prepayment penalty, and that's over a 10-year amortization. I can pay it off whenever I want. Yep, This is how you make shiny, happy people holding hands at the point of sale. Give them affordability. What does that do? Well, it sure does take away from this. Here comes prop number two. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, thanks for letting me get in your hot attic. Did you know that you have rat poop up there? Anyway, your roof is going to cost you $20,000. How do you want to pay for it? Whoa, no. There's a better way. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, I just got out of your attic and I just got off your roof. And listen, we've got some unbelievable, really great promotional financing options right now with the lenders that we work with. Were you looking to use your money or would you like to use some of ours? And that's it. Did I say $20,000? Nope. I said, I got out of your attic, I got off your roof, I came down, we've got some great promotional loans and some financing options for affordability. Were you going to be using your money or would you like to use some of ours? And then you just stay quiet. Why? Because they have to answer you. And the next person that speaks loses. I said, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, will you be using your money or would you like to use some of ours? That's going to force them to go, what are you talking about, Chris? I'm confused. What do you mean your money? Well, you see, we've got these lenders over here that have financing options to help make this thing affordable for you over a stretch period of time, or if you'd prefer an 18-month with payment deferred, we can see if the lender can get you approved for that. Would you like to apply? It only takes 15 seconds and it's got no impact on your credit score. Much better than going, the roof's $20,000, how do you want to pay? No, there's a much easier conversation. When you go and buy a truck, and they don't come back and say $97,540.36. They say, well, would you like your payment to be $605? Or would you like your payment to be $702? You can do the same thing in home improvements. It's just simply how your vernacular is and how you're presenting it at the point of sale that matters. And I'll train your team on how to do that stuff because that's what I do. It's fun. So what is the process, Chris? And is it hard? No. Once you've done the consultation and the demonstration is completed, the homeowner chooses a finance product. You go into one of the lender apps that you get enrolled with, and then you can either do like a mobile scan or you just fill out the information, and it's really easy. And then you do the installation of the home improvement project, and then when the job is done, you go back to your lender and you click a button, and the money gets sent to your account ACH. That's correct. The money doesn't go to the consumer because, geez, if the money went to the consumer, you turn them into what? Yeah, a cash buyer. And what do cash buyers want to do? They want to negotiate. What else do they want to do? They want to go get 5 bids. So when I do trainings on maintaining control at the point of sale, it isn't like this bad training, like this, we're in control and you're a peasant and I'm the roofer and I'm bigger and badder than you. No, control in a way of I'm the professional. You can trust me to get this project done. And oh, by the way, I'm going to give you affordable payment options over X period of time to help make your life a lot more comfortable while we do this thing. That's the control I'm talking about. Why else is it important that we pay you as the contractor when the job's complete? So the customer can't go, oh, I don't like the color of the end caps or whatever the complaint is, the 1%ers. They've signed your contract. They've signed a finance contract. When the job is done, you get paid because the job is completed. And financing helps you get paid because finance companies pay you directly to your ACH account. Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Correct. Yeah. Yeah. That's correct. Awesome. You led me into a great point. I wasn't going to talk about that, but thank you. That's called non-recourse, and the lender has the ability to file a UCC. So, especially Colorado, because y'all got some special rules out there. Yeah, just like Florida, they do a retail installment contract license, and in New Jersey they do one, and in Colorado they've got a UCC filing out there. So, um, unsecured lenders, but check with your lender because I'm not here representing all of them, just a few of them. All of them that I work with are non-recourse, meaning they can't come after you if the consumer defaults or stops making payment. You're already paid. That you're paid directly for that job. It's done. And then the lender does probably, in their legal documents, have the right to do a UCC filing on that if they do stop. Is a lender going to come out and rip the roof off? No. Do they have the ability to file a UCC lien on it? Yes, they do in their documents, and I'm not an attorney, so I'm not going to disclose that. However, it's probably in the paperwork of whatever particular lenders you're working with. Non-recourse is the way to go. However, I do know a big player out there. I'm not going to say who they are because I never talk badly about anybody, but they're non-recourse, but they'll slap your hand if it happens a lot. So, be careful who you get enrolled with and what lending institutions you get enrolled with. I will not throw them under the bus. I don't operate that way. Never have, never will. Anyway, okay, cool. All right. If you build it, yeah. Oh, one, yeah, 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 yep, yeah, yep, yep. 100%. Yeah. And that's one of my slides too. So we're going to get to that. And I know I've got a boogie. I'm at 38 minutes right now. If I got 45 with you guys, let me get through these guys. I knew I was going to go long somewhere, and it was probably one of my stories. Story number 2, if you build it, they will come, Kevin Costner. So just by offering financing, you can increase the likelihood of being chosen by a homeowner by 72%. Yes, that's not me. That's the Harris poll because you're holding that shingle out there and you're getting attention. Put it to you this way. If you're on the Googleator and they're looking for a roofer and they need to buy a roof and it's not because of a hailstorm and you say financing 100% available right now, soft credit pull, click here. And they're actually looking for an affordable payment option. They may not go anywhere else. They may go to you. But if you don't have it advertised on your website, on your landing page, on your blue page, they may just go somewhere else. So think about that. Well, Chris, I don't offer financing. Well, no kidding. They passed you up and they went to somewhere else that did. So think about that. All right. How do you offer it? Well, you offer it early, always, and often because you never know how somebody wants to pay for something. You really don't. So if you offer it early, always, and often, they may end up just taking it. But what's the worst case scenario? They hand you an insurance check and they pay you cash. So does it hurt anybody ever to offer it? No, absolutely not. How are you offering it now? Is it on your website? Do you have a landing page? A landing page is something to help you connect, convert, and close, like what I do over here at the Blue Pages. Are you marketing it? Are you hitting people in their feelings when you are marketing it? The feelings right now is, wow, things are expensive. And the feelings are, hey, we can make them less expensive. All right. Do you present special offers? Do you market on your postcard? Do you have a QR code that pushes back to your landing page to help them apply by just simply clicking a green button and making their life so easy? Are you using a laminate at the point of sale? What are you talking about, Chris? I can help you design a laminate so that your sales professional sits down and puts it on the kitchen table and they go and do the consultation up on the roof in the attic and they come down and on their little laminate it says promotional payment offers, long-term, short, monthly payment offers. And they're like, what? These guys have financing? That's just leading the horse to the water and getting a micro yes. It's part of my sales training that I do. All right. What can be financed? I like to say in it, on it, and or around it. We can finance everything from repairs all the way up to a $100,000 project. Deductible only, upgrades, lump sum, adders, change orders, doesn't matter. To your point, 25,000. Oh, Amanda did another job the other day and financed this one too. It's a $20,000 job. They got in there and realized all of the entire attic was all molded, and they had to do all the new sheets. Everything was just a soaking mess, and they needed 48 sheets up there. That was an adder. It was a change order. So they got approved for $50,000, and the project ended up being $8,000 more. It was a simple change order. So it went from 20 to 28. The customer wasn't expecting that. Amanda wasn't expecting it either. But once they started ripping off the layers up there, they're like, oh, this is rotted deck. And they went and got new plywood and put it down, and the price of the contract went up. So yes, you can finance change orders too. How do my sales pros learn to offer this? Education, learning the basics of what these programs are. I help with that, by the way. Practice, role play on scenarios. I can help with those. Reps, doing the repetitions, because nobody gets muscles by sitting on the couch. So your reps, your sales reps have to do reps, and they have to practice, and they have to get education so they become comfortable, like just talking about it the way I do. But it's really simple. It's not about being a financier. It's just about saying, hey, I can help you because we got some lenders over here, and this is how it's going to roll. I also do another training called Matrix Flow. I teach this really cool stuff on how I can help your P&L and your margins stay really, really strong by protecting your P&L and your margins by making sure you're offering the right programs. That's right. Lenders will send you 3 rate sheets, and some of them will be 0 dealer fee, and some of them will have like 27% dealer fees on them. You do not want your sales reps going out there and just running cowboy, picking whatever they want. We're going to sit down. We're going to talk about what your margin integrity is. We're going to build that into your retail pricing, and then we're going to go to war. If you picked anything out of today, hopefully at 42-24, you realize margin integrity is super important for you. So we need to build in margin into your retail pricing before you go to the marketplace. Positioning, how you get micro yeses at the home. Knowing your customer. Am I dealing with a cash customer, a credit customer, a payment customer, or a buyer? Like, who's my customer? And then, of course, fulfilling needs. How can we help them? How do we do it with a care approach rather than a sales approach? By fulfilling their needs and their wants. And then I built this thing, this technology thing. We don't have the time to do it today, but if you do schedule up a call with me, it's called the Automated Approval System. I built it because I'm a geek, and it works really, really cool. And all the lenders in the world are going to want a piece of it. And if you're interested in the gumball machine, schedule an appointment with me. We'll talk about it. We should have scheduled an hour. Hybrid loans, what are they? A hybrid loan is a combination. It is a promotional loan like 12 months, same as cash, no interest, no payments, interest doesn't accrue, with no prepayment penalty, and then it converts, this is amazing, it converts to a 7.99 fixed for 120 months. And you can get a 50% progress pay with a soft credit pull. I know, it almost seems too good to be true, but yes, that's program 3127. Yeah, that's a program. Could you imagine if you could say what I just said to a customer and they go, wait, break that down? Yeah, Mr. Smith, you don't have to make any payments for an entire year. And on month 13 on your $10,000 roof, it's going to be $121 a month. And you're more than welcome to pay it off whenever you want because there's no prepayment penalty. And you, as a contractor, by the way, on the $10,000 roof, could get a $5,000 frontage, a draw on that after the 3rd day of right of rescission. And you did it with a soft credit pull. Yes. That's how financing and hybrid loans can help you close more jobs at the point of sale and the point of need. How can we help you and help your homeowners? I work with trusted partners out there. I vetted all of them. They're the top lending institutions in the world. You can vet them as well. So when I have a conversation with you on what your needs are and I pass you over to them, you go do a demo. And then you come back to me and say, hey, Chris, I liked this one. This one matched us too, but really I had some questions about this one. I don't push anything on anybody. I'll tell you who I recommend and why, and then you can go check them out. And if you get enrolled with them, then we'll go the next step. I came from the industry, blah, blah, blah. I'm the best. Best programs, pricing, process, people, and partners. That's what we do too. Support, enroll, team, sales training, system support. You guys have it all. Kit to the caboodle if you're looking to do this. If you have your phone out and you're interested in meeting with me or doing another demo, 15 to 30 minutes, I don't charge anything, but I have a lot of questions. And the only reason how I'm going to learn what your business is by asking these questions, and then we just figure it out together. So we do a Google Meet. I would suggest grabbing a half an hour. I'm going to analyze a few things. your needs, your market, your customers' needs, your business, your P&L, your marketing, your sales pros, your systems, your average ticket sale, your average credit scores of your market, if you know it, your weighted average, margin integrity, how much you're building into your retail pricing now. Are you doing retail storm restoration? All right. Are you doing resi or commercial? I need to know about your business, and I need to know it why, because I need to know who I need to match up with the best. And then if you want me to help you train your people, I need to know what to say to your people. So if you'd like to do this training, to scan it, that QR code, and then we bridge the gap. So we got rid of the dinosaur, and we're all super happy now, and we're going to live forever because we brought the consumer over to your world, and we've bridged the gap, and we use this whole thing called financing to make that all happen. So now I will open it up for Q&A, and if you want to take a screenshot of this or you want to do the dealio there and scan that, feel free to. And then I'm going to take this thing down, and I can answer any of your particular questions. I did a good job. We're at 46 minutes. So everyone, if everyone's got this, I'll bring my stop sharing screen, and I'm going to come back to you, and we should all be on the same page now. Yeah?